Hello, I am Husky Light. Thank you. I just wanted, I'm going to put my camera down and I won't be able to tell what I'm looking at now. What I wanted to do was I did the video on third eye sixth sense awakening symptoms the other day. I did say I ended up manifesting the biggest headache ever after re-explaining the symptoms on there. So and I know I've got to do all the other chakras and all the other symptoms to go with it. I'm just fingers crossed that I don't really manifest all the symptoms again. I don't think I'm, anyway, I hope not. But what I wanted to do was just go through some of the comments that have been put below, because I said if you've got any comments, of course Jeannie wants to join in. I've got another little one on my knee. If you wanted to put some comments or, you know, sort of experiences that, sorry, Jeannie, why would you want to walk right across? That's just the rock. If you can walk behind me, that would be so much more logical. Sorry. Yeah, I asked you to put comments below, and I just wanted to go through the ones that I've put below, and thank you so much for joining in and putting below, because it's really good to know that I'm not the only mad one around here. Marigold Tarot, and I've seen your Libra actually. I feel like you're really good. This is such a wonderful message. You are very smart and very beautiful. Thank you. I've got problems with electrical things as well. I tried plugging the toaster in and I broke it. And then the same thing happened to the vacuum. Yes, once your third eye opens, you have a tendency, not every single one of us, it all happens in different ways, but there is a sort of theme of symptoms that will happen when your third eye. One of them is electrical stuff. I can't wear a watch. Time, a watch will slow down or stop on me, and electrical things, yeah, I've blown up the odd light bulb. If my energies tend to get too high, I know what she's after. She's after my soya milk, which I'm going to stick there. If my energies get too high, if I'm under a light bulb, or especially the kitchen lights, you know, the strip lighting, that can start flickering or go off or whatever. Not all the time, just when energies are quite high. And it's funny about Marigold Tarot saying about she broke her toaster. I blew my toaster up as well a couple of months ago. It just decided to set on fire. Why? That was it. And yes, I've broken the vacuum. Yeah, all sorts. Somebody I know at the moment who's going through the awakening, their computer got wiped a couple of days ago for no, it just seemed to break down, and by the time they put it on, everything had gone. I had the same thing happen with my emails on one of my accounts, which really sounded like somebody was in it, and for ages I thought somebody was, but they weren't. But I had a lot of messing about with my emails and everything, and then I think from a certain date, I think it was something like the 17th of March and before, all my emails were wiped. They'd just gone. No rhyme or reason, they'd just gone. And I still don't know why, but I'm sure I'll find out. So anyway, so thank you, Marigold Tarot, for doing that, and yes, you're wonderful too. Thank you. Earth Spirit says, interesting information, Husky Light. Thank you for the video. You're right about not forcing your chakras, because I've noticed that sometimes when I try to meditate too deeply, a thick like nausea starts up and I have to back off. I've also had moments during the day afterwards where I get a ringing in my ears followed by a wave of panic and shaking. I'll be content to take it easy for now and just be happy seeing blue lights and feathers as a message from the other side. Good for you, Spirit. Yeah, don't, when you're going through, and if you're as I say, for a lot of people who go through the awakening, they will just start. For me, it started through some trauma that I had, and they spontaneously just decided they were going to all wake up, and they woke up very quickly, and it was all very traumatic and stressful, and quite alarming, to say the least. Don't force your chakras open at all, unless and even if you've got somebody, even if you've got a really, really good guru, teacher, person with you who is helping you, they need to be opened slowly and naturally. You need to know the effects. I'm going to do all the other chakra video. I'm just a bit apprehensive about doing them now. No, I'm going to do all the chakra ones, the other chakras as well, and the symptoms and the side effects and the emotions that come with them, all of that. But no, don't ever force them. The best thing is if you have been awakened and they start to awaken on their own, and hopefully you will see this video or a video similar to this that hopefully, you know, it helps you to understand what you're going through, and helps to put your mind at ease, and helps you not to be sometimes so fearful or panicky. Her spirit says she has waves of panicking and shaking. I've also experienced that before. I haven't had so much the nausea, but although I have had nausea before, I've also had, which I don't think I mentioned in the video, whenever I go through, or when I was going through some of the major blocks, that the chakras will come across resistance and blocks that you have, be it from past conditioning or whatever, or beliefs, certain beliefs that you have, certain fears, certain in-core beliefs that are wrong, that you need to bring up, that you need to get rid of and clear. I've had quite a few cases of once I have cleared something, when I sort of suddenly realised that it's clear and the resistance is gone, and as things open up, I've actually it's like my throat starts working. It's almost like convulsions, and my throat will start working on its own, and it's a really strange thing, and I'll start breathing heavily, and it is like almost like convulsions, and it's the first time it happened, I thought, oh my god, I'm going to die. What the hell, I'm going to die. It's happened 3 or 4 times since then as well, and as soon as it started, I've realised it's my chakras completely opening, because it's got through, that block's gone, that resistance is gone, that was slowing it down or stopping it, and as soon as I've cleared it and brought it up and it's been released, then these convulsions start. And it's only for, you know, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe no more than that. But good job nobody's with me, because they think I was having a fit or something, but I'm not. But I have noticed that, and I've realised what that is. Ringing in the ears. That's originally why I did the video, because one of my subscribers said that she'd started with the ringing in her ears, and that's a definite, it's not tinnitus, as my son said the other day. He said, oh, it's just tinnitus you've got. Some of us it might be. But there is definite noises going on. There's creaking, there's cracking, there's pops, there's all sorts of things which are basically your body or your brain being rewired to do with this. It's the DNA within us. We have 12 strands of DNA. So I think there's 4 strands that are not reconnected, and they get reconnected somehow. I can't quite explain that. I will go into that probably in another video. That's probably worth another video. But that is a lot of what's happening. We are getting rewired and recalibrated, and we are being enabled to cope with the higher vibrations that our body is having to cope with. And it's getting us used to these higher vibrations. We're vibrating on a quicker level, on a higher level, and every time we sort of become a bit more spiritual and move up, the vibration is quicker and faster and stronger, and our bodies, we need to be able to cope with that. We need to be able to stay with that without looping the loop or, you know, getting ill. It's making us body aware, it's making us body ready, mind ready to be able to cope. So so yeah, thank you for that, Spirit, for saying that. Kim Daswell says, all I can say is wow. I just had my Reiki 1 attunement, but I feel I've been awakening way before that. Spirit put a demand on me to take Reiki. I know exactly what you mean by that, Kim, because yeah, you will get to a point. Spirit is, especially when they guide you, your spirits, your angels, your higher conscious will guide you in the right direction. And if you don't listen, they knock a bit louder, and if you don't listen, they start knocking a bit louder, and if you still don't listen, they start screaming at you. And I've had that, especially when I gave up smoking, and I've had a couple of sneaky ones since then. It's Mercury retrograde. It's been quite hard. But when I gave up smoking, it got to the point where I knew I'd got a date in mind to give up, and I knew it was coming up, and they were knocking and screaming, and really sort of having a go at me, really pushing me. And it was a demand. It was that you are giving up. This is for your highest good. You are giving up. I knew what they were saying. I knew it had to be done. And on the day that I stopped, I think I'd gone to have my last cigarette at the time and started heaving. So I was like, no, that's it. I'm done. That's it now. I'm going to admit I have cheated during the Mercury retrograde at the moment, and had a couple of sneaky ones, but it's not me falling back to full-time smoking. I've got it under control, and it's done. I think, do you know what? I think with things like that, there's also a period when it's like going vegetarian. You do not, or you'd be very, very lucky if suddenly one day you're eating a steak and the next minute you're a vegan, the next day. There is a time period where you do move back and forward a little bit. You go forward and yay, this is all good, and then you think, oh God, I can't do this, and you slip back a bit, but then you get the resolve and you go forward again. It's never a clean, I don't think it's ever completely a clean break with a lot of things. With some of you it may be, but for others, you know, we might find it, you know, I was smoking since I was 15 years old, so it's been a long time. With others, you know, sometimes we might find it a bit harder, or we might get a bit weak. I'll admit to that. It's a back and forward thing. It's not a quick process for everything, but it's, as long as you know that you're going in the right direction, that you are getting healthier, that you are doing the best you can, that you are, and know that Spirit's doing this for your highest good as well. And there is this push, there is sort of, you get this demand feeling on you of them pushing you, and I have, Kim, I have felt it, definitely. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of others have felt it as well. Wendy, I'm going through a really sad period. I feel people's emotions, feelings, I cry for no reason and then I'm fine. I'm just starting to see signs now, and it's like I was going through life with my eyes closed. I can't talk to other people regarding what's happening. They would think I'm crazy. I've read information regarding signs of an empath. So many symptoms that I've got. I meditate a lot now because I feel that it's the only thing that's keeping me grounded. Sorry to be all over the place. So many things have occurred inside me in the last month. I guess I'm craving for knowledge and understanding. Thank you, Wendy, for being so bloody honest. Thank you. this is what we need. This is what I need. I want comments like this. I want the truth from people. I want to know other people's experiences. I'm here to help as much as I can. I've got bloody adverts on you know, my videos, but it's in order so that, you know, people like Wendy email me. You know, people can email me and I can give them some time and I can give them help and I can give them healing and give them what I can for free. Yeah, because this is what I feel I'm here for. I'm here to help people to understand what the awakening process is, help in transitions when you are awakening, help just give it an understanding and let people know that they're not alone, really not alone. And especially the more of you that comment on you know, the videos like this that I've made, you know, Wendy can see, or whoever else puts that there's other people on there that are also going through it, and you're all, you know, we're all together in this. This is not, you know, oh yeah, she's done a good video, she's done some awakening symptoms. No, it's all about just getting the word out there, getting as much information out there as I can, so people understand and get it and read it and think, do you know what, thank God someone else is going through that as well. I know what, I don't have to panic, because I tell you what, when I went through it, the way it worked with me, when I woke up, I was isolated. I was completely isolated from everybody apart from my children, who thought I'd really gone skits. I couldn't get any information. I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand I was having a Kundalini awakening. I did go through all sorts of things, thinking I was skits, bipolar, all sorts of things. I had my phone blue screened. I had messages appear on a blank screen on my phone when it wasn't even turned on. I was hearing things, seeing things, and I was getting into the car at a moment's notice and just rushing off because I just had to go. I didn't know where I was going, but I was just being I had this urge, this feeling to drive, to go, and I was literally letting spirit just take me wherever it was I needed to go. And I was going to the craziest places, remote places, in the middle of the night, seeing all this, seeing road names and road signs of places that I'd never been to before, and yet I knew every road sign. I knew exactly where I was, even though I'd never been before, but I recognised every road, which was crazy. But, you know, and at the time, because I didn't know what was going on, it really did pretty much blow my mind. So I hope that by doing these videos, these doggy hair, doing these chakra videos, I really hope people see it that are going through it, and it helps you to understand that it's okay. You're going to be all right. It might be scary if you don't know what's going on, but if you're watching this, you know, a year down the line, 2 years down the line, 6 months down the line, you happen to come across a video like this, it's putting somebody's mind at ease. It's helping somebody somewhere. And for you to put comments below it, you know, and other people to come along and be able to read the comments, it's helping them. So I really, really appreciate you doing that, and it's helping everyone. Wendy, you say that you're craving for knowledge and understanding. That is a completely natural part of this this process. You are constantly searching for answers. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why do I keep seeing that number? What are they trying to tell me? What are my angels saying? Is it my angels that are talking to me? Is it some ET? Is it, what is it? There will be so many questions, and I still constantly have questions. It's been almost to the day a year since my awakening, since I properly knew and really sort of went through Night of the Dark Soul and everything. And I am at a point now, because it's almost a year to the day, I am starting to see, hear, repeat certain things that I'd gone through last year through Night of the Dark Soul, that I can see coming up again. And I'm thinking, I went through you last year, I saw those words, I saw those numbers, I saw that particular scenario and story played out in my head, whatever, and I'm thinking it's coming up again. Now, whether it's because it's re-manifesting after a year, and it's just stuff that I'm re-manifesting because I can manifest on a daily basis, but it won't automatically happen 24 hours, it'll happen 6 months later, a year later, it depends what it is. Maybe it's that, maybe it's stuff coming up that I didn't quite learn through the process last year, and it's coming up again for me to look at certain situations. I know one situation that's just come up again, which I was in the middle of last year, and it's come up again. And hopefully I've just made the right decision this time. If we went through stuff that we didn't quite learn, the universe will, I do feel that the universe will test us sometimes. They will come up with stuff or similar stuff and go, have another go, try it again. But now, completely different space now as to where I was last year, so I can now look at something that maybe I looked at last year and freaked me out completely. I can look at it again now if it comes up and go, okay, that was there last year, I maybe I didn't deal with it properly last year, maybe I didn't quite understand it. Now I understand it, I know what it was, I know what it's a symptom of, I know which chakra it relates to, and now I'm in a better position to be able to deal with it. Because I'm on here doing what I do, because this was my soul calling, this was my mission, and I'm part of a twin flame, all the rest of it, but I know that while I'm alone, I do the work on my own until such time as I'm either with my twin flame, or maybe I'm never meant to be with my twin flame again, I don't know. But I just know that I'm very happy where I am now, doing the work, which doesn't even feel like work to me at all, because I absolutely love this. I love doing this. But doing this, I'm helping. I'm doing what I can to give and to help others and to spread the word and all the rest of it. And I'm quite happy to do that on my own and be on my own until such time as or may not come back, whatever. But I'm not, I've got to that point, I think, in my development where I'm at one with myself. I'm quite happy to, I love myself, I'm happy with myself, and I don't feel the need to be in a relationship or justify to anyone else why I'm not in one. I wouldn't even, on a day-to-day normal basis, what I've just said to you, my subscribers, I wouldn't dare say to my next door neighbour. They really wouldn't understand. So I'm just in that space now where I'm very happy and content doing what I do now on my own. I don't feel the need for a romantic relationship with anybody, because I'm feeling very whole. So, but anyway, so you will, even when you've gone through, what I'm saying is, even when you've gone through stuff, you will get it come up again. There will be certain things that will come up again for you, and it is almost, it's almost like a test from the universe. It's all from your angels, just to make sure you've learnt it properly, that you know what's happening, that you know why you went through it the first time, what you learnt from it. They're making sure that you learnt from it, from a particular situation or experience or feeling, and and also stuff will re-come up again that you didn't understand the first time at all, and it really didn't, but you'll get to a space where you'll go, now I know why it happened, now I know what they meant by showing me that, now I know what those words meant, now I know the meaning of what the angels were trying to tell me, or what I was supposed to try and learn at that time. And that's the way it works, and that's the way it comes up. So anyway, I've prattled. Keep putting your comments below. It's helping. It is helping people. It really is. And thank you so much for your input and your support and everything. And like I say, Wendy or any of you, drop me a line if you're having a problem, if you need some advice. I'm very happy to help. Okay, and I really hope it's a benefit to you, and I will get the other chakra videos up and then be bedridden, but I will get those sorted out. So I'm going to say good night now, because it's quite it's like 5 to 1 in the morning here. But I've got the 6 month star sign readings to bring out, and I did them at the beginning of the year in January, and they were 6 monthly ones, and I'm bringing out the mid 6 monthly ones for the rest of the year in June. So I've got that in the chat. I better get a wiggle on, haven't I, really? I've got quite a lot to do, so I thought while I was in the mood, I'd get on and get these answered. So thank you for answering, and keep getting those comments down, and because you truly are, you're helping yourself, by sort of validating your experiences. You're helping other people by putting the comments there, because they can read them, and you're helping me enormously as well. We're all helping each other. So right. Thank you. Good night.